year was 1903. We made PCB boards, and this led Nintendo and Sony to working on a CD-ROM version of the Super Nintendo. And then Nintendo dropped out to work with the bigger, hotter Philips. And Sony took this personally and decided to use this CD tech to make their own console, and then proceeded to absolutely destroy Nintendo in the next two console generations out of sheer spite. But then before these other generations came out, the PS1 was released in 1994 and did absolutely insane with it being the first home console to sell fuck-off units. And one of the reasons the PS1 did so well was the fact that it was using CDs instead of cartridges, meaning more data could be stored, meaning bigger, better, more impressive games, and the fact that its main competition was the Sega Saturn.
PS1 had like an insane lineup of games: Crash Bandicoot, Purple Dragon, bitch, Halo 2, okay, Pepsi Man.
But after making enough money, Sony realized they actually need to make another console to stay viable in the market. But then there was a massive leak saying Sony was making a new console this time with the ability to watch DVDs as well as play games and music. They were making a successor to the PlayStation, but Sony didn't like the leaks, and in an interview they were asked if the leaks were true, and they were like, but then, as expected, the PS2 came out like a fucking month later in 2000, and proceeded to be the first console to sell holy fuck units.
And the PS2 is full of super poggers games like Aquaman, Battle for Atlanta, Halo, MGS2, holy shit, that's a femboy, Silent Hill 2, this town is full of monsters. How can you sit there and eat pizza?
Then we eventually got competition for Sony. Nintendo was in competition. Nintendo fans were fucking Nintendo fans. You can't convert them. They're like Mormons. But the Xbox 360 was announced. But in 2006, Sony was so far up their own ass after selling a grand total of fuck you units between the PS1 and PS2 that they were like, imagine how funny it would be to make the PS3 $600 fucking dollars. Then Microsoft was like, hey, here's a really good console for $300, and then Microsoft proceeded to kill Sony up until the last year of that console generation. Okay, bye.